so today we begin with Financial Learning Group, a Lehman College club with a mission to teach young adults about their finances, connecting students with financial advisors and investors to break the loop of systemic economic struggles. And joining us to share more is Financial Learning Group President Juan Santos and Vice President Maria Campos. Hello and welcome.
How are you doing, Rhina? Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here, and I love this club. I want to be part of this club. Yes, it's very important, and I don't think people understand how important it is to be able to comprehend the language of finances.
100%. What happens is, as young adults, what we come to believe is that we don't need to worry about saving and investing and retiring, mainly because a lot of our needs have been taken care of by our parents. So we're just like, nah, we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna worry about it when I'm older. But what happens is that time just flies by. It flies by, and then before you know it, you become into these situations where it's like you need to have that that little emergency fund. You need to be investing for your retirement so that when the time comes, you're not stressing,
Right. No, and that's a valid point. And then there's also the point of habits, right?
Yes.
Where that's where we're trying to dismantle the generational wealth or lack of, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a matter of understanding that there's certain ways that you can generate revenue without
working.
Without having to work. Exactly. I love that.
It's the beauty of it, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, so but before we go into the depths of all of this, let's just talk a little bit about how long this group has been formed.
So I'll be honest with you, it's a younger group compared to other clubs on Lehman College.
Okay.
We started in the fall semester in 2023. And at first, it was just me and my VP at the time, co-founder, Bruce De Leon. And we just had an idea of, Lehman doesn't have this, and all of our friends, like, they'll have like $5 but spend 10. So they didn't know how to manage their money. So it was like, what could we do to help back to our community? And this was the idea that we came up with.
Yeah.
And then let's speak to Maria, because I know that you're majoring in accounting, right?
I am, yeah. I'm a CPA track, so hopefully once I graduate, I will be a CPA certified accountant. I came into the club as a regular member, and I always say this, right? The reason why I went to the club is because I wanted to empower myself with financial literacy, but the reason why I stay is because of him. So yeah, as you can see, he's very outgoing. He's very passionate.
He's very
and
passionate.
Just
Ya me regañaron before I got on air. I'm putting myself on blast. I'm like, okay.
He's gonna become your financial advisor. Let me tell you, he's gonna tell you how it is.
And so just talk to us about what you're majoring in, because you seem to be, like I mentioned, very passionate about just having the conversation about the finances, right? And so I will say, even though I live in denial and I swear I'm in your age bracket, I do live in denial. But I had to learn that big time. And, I'll argue that point till, it's over. But needless to say, I've had to learn as I go along in where you guys are already formulating groups in which you're having the conversation, you're setting up the structure, and on top of that, you're inviting professionals in the field to present on an intimate level, right? Because when you're inviting them to do workshops, it doesn't get more one-on-one than that.
100%, because the way that I formulated the club when I started it was, for one, to us have these conversations and discussions, and it's not like a closed discussion. No, this is what it is and that's it. No, we like people to come with different ideas, to debate, to discuss which they think is a better investment, which is not. But we also like to bring professionals in from JP Morgan Chase, from Citizens Bank. Recently, we had Fa Ismail and Julio Reyes, as well as from Jefferies, we had James F. Smith. He came in to talk about analyzing derivatives and options, which is a deeper level concept for people who are into like trading and investing. But obviously, we have our...
I'm giggling because I mentioned a little bit about my dividends and what I do with them. And you're like, ay, por favor, you're making me...
The penny stocks, I'm sorry.
You should have gone to that workshop. You should have gone to that workshop. You would have loved it.
It made me nervous.
But in case anyone is even trying to figure out what we're saying, right, or understand, because it is its own language. I have penny stocks that I've invested in, but I'm learning as I go along, and so to have this already in development, it's gonna help a lot of us.
Yep. Yeah. You know what it is? I'm just happy you're taking the proactive step to do something, because there's a lot of people that I guess because of the history of the stock market, would just close their mind
Right.
off to it
Right.
and not even be like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to save my money. But the thing is, inflation is a real thing.
Right.
Our money each year and year, the bacon, egg, and cheese isn't $2 anymore.
Right.
It's getting more expensive. Everything's getting more expensive. So the thing is,
I know that's how we ended up with this election. Did I say that on air? Oh my gosh, I thought that was in my head. You know, when you're paying $8 for eggs, people go into panic mode. However, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
That's an entirely different discussion. But you're right in what you're saying. I don't think their eggs are going to stay at $8.
Hopefully not.
But yeah, I think it's a conspiracy. But it's all right. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the finances because, unfortunately, that determines a person's quality of life.
100%. And honestly, we just try to help students build better habits. Because we say it all the time, you know, a lot of the students that are going to Lehman College, they're bright, intellectual, young adults. And I'm telling them all the time, no, you're going to graduate from here, you're going to make a lot of money. But it's not about how much you make, it's how much you stay with. You can make $100,000, but if you spend $200,000, what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's all it is, you know.
So, because you're both financially literate, right? And
We try to be.
well, the thing is you're literate enough to have a conversation about dividends, right? So that to me is like it's advanced, right? Right? Well, some people don't even know what that means.
They don't.
Right? So, and it's nothing against them. So the question is like the people that attend your courses or your workshops, talk to us about what it entails, right? Because are the people who major in finances, or do you have like people who are in different fields that are there to learn the finances? Talk to us about what that experience is.
This is for everyone. It's like, it doesn't matter your major, it doesn't matter your age, your color. This is for everyone because financial literacy is for everyone, right? So our focus is to empower students with financial literacy. And we have everyone from biology major, chemistry major, philosophy, psychology, accounting, finances. And like he said, we have an environment where everyone can discuss, right? Like, because yes, I'm an accounting major, he's a finance major, and I might know something that he doesn't, and vice versa, right? And we also have people in our club as members that have gone through stuff, right? Like they have stories about like people with taxes, and they tell us that, and it's great because like it informs us of something that we didn't know about, right?
Right. So you're saying taxes, personal or business?
Both.
We do both. We do both.
Because
both.
they're two different animals altogether.
Yeah.
100%. When it comes to tax season, so like next semester in spring, we invite like CPAs to come over and talk about, because we have some students that, you know, when you're a student, you don't have much taxes to file. You don't really have an income.
Right, but you can help your parents.
You can help your parents, you get deductions. And then for businesses, we have entrepreneurs that come in. We did a 2-hour course of building a business where people grouped up and they talked about how to build a business, and then linking them to resources like the SBDC, which they can help them apply for grants, get consulting time, so they could, you know, kickstart their business and hopefully be successful.
Nice. And I mean, your generation, our generation.
Yes.
Our generation.
Yeah, our generation is filled with entrepreneurs. So
Everybody.
It is,
it's just a matter of managing it. So do you actually start from scratch? Like, do you offer like Excel courses and itemizing? Like, I'm just trying to get the gist of exactly what it feels like to walk into this community and be completely unfamiliar with finances.
So walking in, if you don't know anything, and a lot of our members, they don't.
Right.
They would walk in, I'll greet them, or Maria will greet them, or somebody would greet them, we just start talking. It's just, we are a community, and we're not as, as serious.
Right,
I don't
you're
know.
not rigid.
No.
Yeah, you're
more
like
chill.
everybody's welcome.
we know
It's not just
everybody's
You have
here to
different
learn.
levels, right?
Yes. So Tuesdays is for people who are more stock focused, that they're looking at the
Tuesdays?
markets.
Tuesdays.
Okay.
Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays we just have our overall meetings where we'll talk about, for the people who've never opened a credit card before, we're like, okay, look, we can help you open a credit card. These are some of the best beginners credit cards, or we want to talk about mortgages, like what's going on in the mortgage market and how to apply for mortgage, how it works, saving and investing, stuff like that. But we understand that not everybody knows, and what happens is that some of the times the students go and what they learn, they teach their parents because their parents don't know. You know, recently.
Right, like the language of FICO score, right? Yeah, I know. I mean, and it may be basic now, but to some, it's foreign language.
Yeah, And to add on what he said, on the technical side, we do work with the Bloomberg terminal. So here at Lehman College, we're very fortunate to have Bloomberg terminals. They go for around what, like $100,000,
expensive.
and just to have them, it is like great for students. They get to do 3 certificates for free. They're valued at $350 each. Once you complete all those 3, you get 2 free credits that go towards your major. We also were able to.
That's a nice incentive.
Yes,
It
it is.
is,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah. And just the knowledge of it, because the Bloomberg Terminal is a very complex software program, right? Like you get to see all the financial statements, all the stocks, all the 10Ks, 10Qs, all of that good stuff. And also we were able to get 10 certificates, I will say, through Wall Street Prep. So those Excel courses that you say,
They're all there.
right? They're all there, like crash courses on Excel, crash courses on accounting, crash courses on stock and how to invest and all that. And we're able to get that to students who want to learn more, right?
All right. So the last thing is, before we wrap, is you have to be a Lehman College student, and if so, how do we go about? I mean,
You're
I'm here
part
on
of our
campus.
generation.
Yeah, you are.
You're
You're coming
here.
to next meeting.
You can come by whenever you want, whenever.
How do we sign up?
So I would say right now, yes, you have to be a Lehman College student because we do meet on campus. We want to bring it out more to social media so we can share the knowledge
Right.
with everybody.
Right.
And really, we meet Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and you just come by. You just come by, you talk to us, join the group chat. The group chat, we put all of our announcements.
And what time do you?
Tuesdays we do from 3 to 4, and Wednesdays from 4 to 5
Yeah.
that we meet.
We're also on Co-op Central and the Lehman page. So if you want to join, you can just like join there, and we send all of our information. We have a group chat as well. We are on Instagram, FLG _Lehman, and on LinkedIn, the Lehman Financial Learning Group.
Bravo, bravo. This is wonderful. It's so nice to have you both. Juan and Maria, everyone. Juan Santos and Maria Campos. Once again, we were speaking about the Financial Learning Group, which is here on Lehman campus. And if you're interested in more information, you can go to their Instagram at FLG _Lehman. All right, stay tuned. There's more open when we return.